Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is actually part 2 of my hatching 100 retired eggs. So that means today I'll be hatching the remaining 50 that I have. Thank you guys so much for waiting. I know it did take me so long, but I still hope that you guys enjoyed this one as much as the first part. Thank you so much and I hope you enjoy. So, I know I do have my Mega Neon Ice Moth Dragon now, but he will only be here for a short amount of time because I just wanted to show me using my pet certificate because mine actually did expire and I did want to make sure that I had 2 eggs equipped at a time, or else the video would be double the time. Yeah, I do know that this was also recorded like a week or 2 ago. I just haven't had time to edit or post this, but I still do hope you bear with me. And now we're gonna start on our first 2 eggs, except one of them has tasks and the other one doesn't, which is a little annoying, but I know that's perfectly fine. But yeah, so once this one finishes with his tasks, I will come back to you guys once they're hatched. Now, both of my eggs are each 1 task away from hatching. I decided to go do the camping task instead of the other 2 tasks they had, just for the fun of it. But yeah, while I drive over there, I have a question for you guys. If you want to comment down your response. What kind of video do you think I should do next? Do you think I should keep doing hatching videos? If I should hatch, like, I don't know, eggs out of the game, I could try and get those. Do you think I should like open boxes? Because I do have an overabundance at the moment of Oki boxes, or if I should try to do something else. If you do have any ideas, let me know. The only ideas I really have is to hatch stuff because I'm not good at the trading. So I don't know if you want to see trading videos, but I could also try that. But yeah, now that we're at the campsite, I do decide to just kind of sit here waiting for them to hatch. A little bit in though, I do decide to look through my toys to try and find a fun propeller, because whenever I'm waiting on something, I just kind of like to use my propeller because I think it's really funny. And this time I chose the cinnamon roll umbrella. I like to just go up a little bit and then jump down to check on my eggs, and it's just a really silly way of passing the time for me. So I was able to do about 3 long jumps before my eggs were ready to hatch. So now we'll just sit and see what my first 2 eggs of part 2 are. And we did end up hatching a chocolate lab and a red panda. Hatching an ultra rare on one of the first 2 eggs is a really good sign, I think. So I'm really excited to see what the next eggs bring us. But now we're on to our next 2. Oh, whoopsies. We're on to our next 2. And yes, this is really exciting. I'm really happy that I was able to get 100 retired eggs. And now we're hatching the remaining 50. But yeah, so now I'm going to go drive to my house, really amazingly. I don't know why I'm turning so slow. But yeah, really excited to see what we get. And I do decide to keep this clip because I did remember that I do have to put more eggs in the pet pen, because it's just much easier and takes less time to hatch if I have 4 eggs at a time in the pet pen. But yes, I'm actually going to go back into my house and come back to you guys once I finish these tasks, just real quick. But, yeah, I will come back to you guys as soon as my eggs are hatched. So I did decide to sit and wait for my tasks, and shortly enough, both of my eggs had the sleeping task, which means that in just a couple moments, they will be ready to hatch. This is my 3rd and 4th? Yeah, this is my 3rd and 4th. And we will see what they are just about now. So from these eggs, I did hatch a bunny and a cat, which are adorable. I love the cats and the bunnies. There's no pets from this egg that I dislike. I just truly think that they're so adorable. But on to the next 2 eggs. Just getting those out real quick. and I will come back to you guys once they're ready to hatch. So now I'm back. Each of them has one task left. And yeah, I do know that I'm cutting the videos a lot, but I just don't have a lot to talk about this video, which I do apologize for. But I do end up hatching another bunny and another cat, which is really silly, but this time they were in a different order. That's just a really silly coincidence. I love it when that happens, when I hatch two of the same exact eggs. But I actually do hope we don't get that many duplicates, and I'll come back to you once they're ready. So I do apologize, but I didn't realize that this egg was ready to hatch, and I did get an otter, which I love the otters, no complaints about that. But I'll just cut over to when my last egg is ready to hatch, and I do get the choosing task, which I decided to pet my egg because it's just kind of simpler and easier. And I did end up hatching a beaver, which I love the beavers, no complaints against that. Just adorable little guys. But now I'm going to go get my other retired eggs, in which I failed to spell it a few times. That's okay, we all make mistakes. But yeah, now I'm going to go check on how my retired eggs in the pet pen are doing. And I'll see that they're almost done, almost ready to hatch, which is pretty nice. And I'll just come back to you guys real quick once these ones are ready to hatch. So now I'm back. Each of these have 2 tasks left, which I do have 2 for each of them. The really silly thing is, though, that each of them have a petting task, so I can just get those done with really fast. And one has to eat, and one has to drink, which is also pretty easy as it is. So I give this one its water, I give this one its sandwich, and I'm just gonna walk away so they can come run up to me, whatever they are. And from these 2, I did end up hatching a chocolate Labrador and an otter. Just a common and uncommon, if I'm not mistaken. But that's okay. They're still little cuties. But now I'm going to get my 2 other retired eggs, and hopefully we will have luck with the next 2. I really want at least one other legendary, but it's okay if I don't get one. And oh my god, I'm horrible at spelling. I am so sorry. Yeah, but now I'm just going to walk over to my house, and I will come back to you guys once these 2 eggs are ready. I am back, and each of them are 1 task away. One of them does need the task to go for a ride, so I'm just riding around on my roller skates to get that one done. But these tasks are super long for some reason, which I will never understand. So we just gotta wait to see what this one is. My eggs at the pet pen are also ready to hatch, so I will do those once I'm finished with this one. I'm just gonna pull out the stroller real quick so I can just hatch it right here instead of having to drive off somewhere. And from this egg, I did end up hatching a Shiba Inu. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I almost said Puma. Which is good. It's an ultra rare, and this one just has to get pet real quick. And I did actually end up hatching a Puma from this one. I got them switched up, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. But now I'm going to equip my next 2, which for some reason it doesn't show me the option, so I have to retype it again. And we will see what I get from my first pet pen. So I did end up getting these pets, which are all commons and uncommons if I'm not mistaken, which is a little disheartening, but that's perfectly fine because I'm sure the pet pen will have better luck. And now that we have those 4 in it, I will actually just come back to you guys once these ones are ready to hatch. Alright, now we're at the salon, which these each have a food and water task, which I do have a little bit of an issue of trying to figure out which is which, unfortunately, so it will take just a minute for me. But now that I have them actually correctly where they're supposed to be, it's time to see what they hatch into. So I do get a buffalo and a fennec fox, which is okay, I guess. I like the fennec foxes. I have nothing wrong with that. It just sucks a little, but that's fine. You can't always have the best luck. I mean, I'm pretty sure the legendary chances for this egg are 3%, so it is kind of like logical that you would only get around 1, which sucks because I spent like $50,000, but it's okay. It's still fun to hatch all of them and see what we get, because you never know what your luck could be. Maybe I'll get another one, maybe I won't, who knows. But I just will come back to you guys real quick once these two are ready to hatch. Hi, I'm back and it's currently the next day. The pets in my pet pen are actually ready to hatch, so I'm going to be hatching those real quick. And then I'm actually in a grinding server, so I'm going to be going into the grinding house. I did end up hatching these pets, which I'm fine with. I'm pretty sure that's 2 rares, which is not at all that bad. But I'm just going to switch these eggs out really fast. So once I get that ready, I will be teleporting to the grinding house. So first I just have to go to the gifts real quick, because their house is at the front, so the closest thing to it is the gifts. I don't really want to drive over there. And they have a mushroom house, which is really cute. So I've just learned the concept of glitch houses. So I know the inside of the mushroom house, and seeing that like it can glitch out to this entire thing is just gorgeous. And I do walk around a little bit just to read the rules, so I hope you don't mind that. I also look around because this grinding area is gorgeous. Like, I'm so shocked by how beautiful grinding homes are, like for grinding servers. They even have a little pet stand, food and drink stand. They have so many little areas. They have trampolines. I'm pretty sure those are for mobile players on AFK, but I do need to make sure my family is on for everyone, and I do need to join the family or else I won't be able to raise pets. So they're just gonna invite me real quick, which is really nice. And for some reason, I was using the jumper instead of the treadmill to get these pets' tasks done. So I'm just going to fast forward that for all of you, because I just keep going back, which for some reason I don't notice the treadmills everywhere. But I do get that walking task just done really quick to make their tasks almost equal, but not to a T, unfortunately. One of the things I do typically do whenever I get into a grinding server first thing is check to see if there's any pets that need tasks that have been left alone, which I do pick up this gecko ducky, and I do pick up this little dog named Kevin, but I do end up dropping them because this one has needs, and I just need to get those fulfilled with real quick. And I do just do the thirsty tasks and all of that, just real quick. And then someone snatches my egg. I know the whole point of a grinding server is to take people's pets and grind with them, but I'm pretty sure it's not allowed to just take someone's pet while they're actively like grinding with their pet. But they do the driving task, which is okay, I guess. I just kind of hope my eggs don't hatch without me, because the literal whole point of this video is for me to hatch the eggs. I don't actually know why I'm in a grinding server. I think it's just because I want to make easy money, because I do like to grind for acorns and bucks in these servers. But that's fine. I mean, I hope you guys don't mind, because this is the first time I've ever recorded in a grinding server, so it is kind of unique. This also is like my first or second time in a grinding server, if I do remember clearly. But yeah, I do go to check up on pets. I also am searching for my egg, because I want my retired egg back. I do see him on a bed, to which I put this retired egg on the potty real quick, and just wait for him. And then they do need the sleeping task, so I do decide to just put my eggs both here, and once they hatch, I'll just replace them, because they each need, one of them needs one more task anyways, the other one needs a little longer, but that's okay. I think we're all fine with waiting. And from this egg, I do end up hatching a dog, which is, for some reason, one of the first dogs we're seeing. I'm really confused on why I can get everything but, like, the 2 basic common pets, but that is perfectly okay. Yeah, now I just need to wait for my other pet to get his remaining task, and I do believe that he does end up having the shower task. I'm not exactly sure, but I take them to a different area where my pet cannot be stolen, and I take them to the baths, and I just kind of wait for a little bit. It does actually take a while, so I'm kind of just exploring around the little map, just looking at everything and waiting for my pets to get the shower task, which they get right now. So we will actually get to see what these two are. I also didn't realize it, but the girl who was waiting next to me, I think she has the same exact hat on, and that's kind of silly. But now that this egg is ready to hatch, we will see that I did hatch another beaver. Yeah, it's a beaver. I love his little tooth. Can't be mad about that. I just kind of hoped I get another one. But I'm actually hitting the 20 mark, which I don't know if I believe that. I do not think I've hatched that many. Maybe it was the pet pen, because I'm actually kind of confused about that, because I did record every single egg I hatched. Maybe I'm just overthinking it and I'm being a little wrong. But yeah, I do actually just go over here real quick to read the rules to make sure that it is okay for people to hatch eggs, because I have not seen a single other person hatch eggs, which I mean, I do understand because it's an AFK zone, so I bet you would have, like, pets you want to age or have, like, pet friendship levels with age-up potions, but I was just kind of double-checking because I don't know if, like, hatching eggs is, like, against the rules in these kinds of servers. But now I just gotta do the tasks on my eggs really quick. But these each have the playground task, which I'm pretty sure that there are pianos in the middle of those little grinding spots. I don't know if I realized it at the time. I don't think I did. So all of those pets over there. Oh wait, I do remember. So I put my eggs each right here, just real quick. And then I'm going to take these pets and put them on the piano so I can get the bucks for it, because I don't get why some people just abandon the pets here. But yeah, the whole point of me being in a grinding server is to help raise other pets. So I'm just gonna get these extra bucks real quick. And it is always satisfying to see all the bucks I make from helping raise pets. So I'm just going to leave those two be. Oh, I forgot I had a chicken, so I had to put the chicken on the piano real quick. And then I'm just going to go walk away with my eggs. I do decide to just do a little montage of me randomly raising pets really fast, just because I don't really have much to do except for wait for my pets to have tasks and then raise these ones. So I don't really think I should keep all of the clips, but I just fast forward them instead to make the video a little longer. But yeah, I do think it was about 2D Tuesday at the time I was recording this because of all the 2D cats, but I could be wrong. Maybe people just like their 2D cats. I mean, I like the 2D cats. There's nothing against that. But one of my eggs is actually about to hatch whilst I am doing this task, and I did hatch a snow cat, which I don't know if I've said it before, but the snow cats are my literal babies. I love them. I think I've loved them ever since the pet update came out. They're just the cutest. I love them. And the fennec fox. Them and the fennec foxes are my two favorite. But I have to do another ride task on this 2D kitty, which it does take quite a bit of time, but I'm just gonna fast forward that all for you guys really quick, and I'm going to do more needs. Yeah, but it is actually kind of fun being in a grinding server. It's a good way to pass time, and you can make a lot of bucks from it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can see right here, I literally hit the daily bucks cap because I get so much money from raising pets at the same time, which is pretty satisfying. But I do have another egg ready to hatch, and I do end up getting another return egg. Wow. Sorry, it's just glitching. It's really funny to me. I did get another chocolate Labrador, which, I mean, a little bummed about, but that's okay. I just kind of hope that I get more snowcats and fennec foxes, even if I don't get legendaries. I don't really mind if I get, ultra rares and stuff, but I do want to make mega neons of snowcats and fennec foxes, to be honest. But I'm just gonna fast forward again, do more tasks. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I know I said in the outro, but I feel like I should do it around halfway through. You should comment a star if you'd like comment what you think you would want to see me film next, and then some stars. I think that'd be pretty cute. But yeah, thank you if you do end up doing that, because I'm pretty sure that gives me engagement, and I really hope that more people can see my videos, because I do spend quite a bit of time editing and voicing over. But yeah, so in this part, I don't realize, but I'm trying to look at strollers, and if you did notice, I did press the exit home button on accident. I was really confused about that, and I thought that I was kicked out of the house or something for snatching my eggs back. I'm not entirely sure if that is a thing. I do go back in the house for just a moment, but I do decide I just really don't want to stay here. I was just a little suspicious. so I just kind of leave. But it is, I think, the next day, because I think after the grading server I had more things to do, so I just kind of left. And my pets in the pet pen were ready to hatch, but for some reason I just thought I had to do these tasks first, which is a little annoying, but I mean, it's fine, I suppose, because I do get to see what this egg is, and I did end up hatching another little cat. I love the little cats, nothing wrong about that. And I'm just gonna get my next retired egg out, and I keep trying to exit the house, but I accidentally click on the little text thing, and I'm just going to do this one's need really fast, and once that one is finished, I will see what I do get for my pet pen. So I did hatch all of these pets. I did get an ultra rare from this, which is not too bad. Got a fennec fox, which I'm glad about, but I'm just going to replace these ones really quick and get out my next retired eggs for the pet pen. You will notice that once I run lower on eggs, I'm not going to put them in the pet pen anymore, because it's just going to fast forward them, like, too fast. But I will move on to my next pets, because these ones are kind of close to hatching. I mean, one of them is about to. I do decide to get out my propeller really quick, but it was really short-lived because the task was literally already done, from which I do hatch a buffalo, which is perfectly fine. I love them. But yes, so I'm on to my next retired egg, and this egg I do believe is one task away from hatching, so we are going to fulfill that task really quick and see what we get. From this egg, I do hatch another red panda, which is good for an ultra rare. I really do hope I get enough to make a neon red panda. Spoiler alert, I do. But now we are on to equipping the next retired egg, and I will just come back to you guys once they're ready to hatch. Hi, I'm back, and these 2 eggs are almost ready to hatch, so let's just see what we get from these 2 real quick. I do end up hatching a rabbit and a red panda, which I've been getting so many red pandas, which is so silly, but it's also kind of silly because both of these pets' names do start with an R. I don't know, I just found that as a little silly detail. And we've officially hit the less than 10 mark, which is really exciting. We're almost finished with all 100 retired eggs, and I'm just so happy. But yeah, I am going to just drive over real quick to my house. I'm using the vehicle of Doom and Despair, aka the Witch's Caravan, because we all remember what happened last time. Yeah, and it glitched out really weirdly again. Like, it didn't let my body out of the car or something. Like, it just kept my soul in the car, which is a little scary. But my retired eggs are about halfway ready to hatch, so I will just come back to you guys once they're ready. So I did go AFK for a really long time, and my pets have a lot of tasks, so I am just going to fast forward that for you real quick because they don't actually need that many because there are only 2 left. I'm just gonna jump around, and I do hatch another red panda from this one, but this pet needs 1 more task left, so we're just going to see what that is while petting my red panda and equipping my next retired egg. So from this egg, we do hatch a bunny, which is adorable. I love the bunnies. But on to the next egg. Yeah, so I was AFK for a long enough time that I do believe my eggs in my pet pen are ready to hatch, which they actually are not, but they're super close to it, so I will just come back in a minute. So these eggs are actually like a task away from hatching, so I'm going to get that done with real quick. The driving task does take quite a bit, so I do apologize for the long wait, but we're just gonna have to thug it out. I'm really excited to see what my last few pets are going to be. I'm hoping that I'm going to have better luck. But we are actually about to see what I hatch. And from this egg, he got flung. I did hatch a snow puma, which snow pumas are adorable. But on to the next egg, and this one just needs a really quick food or water task, so I'm just going to give them a water bottle, and we will see what I get from this one. And so I do end up hatching a Shiba Inu, which is another ultra rare, which I'm very happy about. I love how all the dogs just have their little tongues out. I know I said that before, but I'll say it again. It's just the cutest. But now it is time to go check up on my pet pen. And they are actually really close to hatching. I did just decide to sit here and wait for a moment because they were like a sliver away from hatching. So I'm pretty excited to see what I get from those. Really last second, I did decide to take out my propeller, but the second I did, my pets were ready to age up. So that was just a little bit of a waste of time, but it's okay. We did not end up getting a legendary this time, but that is okay. I'm still very happy about all of these pets. But now, this is actually the last pet pen we will have eggs in. Since we have exactly 4 eggs, so I've just decided that we're going to hatch those by themselves. So, well, I'm actually waiting for the Ducky Drive minigame, but these 2 eggs were each 1 task away from hatching, and I did get another snowcat from this one, which I'm very happy about. And this egg, I just need to feed him real quick to see what we get. And I just need to equip another retired egg. And I did end up getting Shiba Inu from this. Which, another Shiba Inu. That's pretty silly. I'm very happy about that. But now we officially have our last 2 eggs. So I'm just going to hatch these real quick. Hi, I'm back. And so he needs another driving task. Driving and a walking task. I did have a little trouble getting on the treadmill, but I will fast forward that to you. Sorry about that little clip thing. I was just making sure I was recording. And both of my eggs are ready to hatch, so we'll see what I get. So I do get another snowcat and another red panda, which are 2 of the pets I kind of wanted the most from this egg. So I'm not mad about that at all. But yeah, so now it is actually time for the last 2 retired eggs. This is really exciting, and for this I actually did decide to have my boyfriend join, which you will see in a moment. But this is the last 2. I'm so excited. So as you can see, I'm now in the server with my boyfriend. I do end up using the chat a lot, but that's because that's the only way I can communicate with him. That's him in the little Ishmael outfit. If you know Ishmael from Limbus Company. I did get in my car because we were gonna ride to go find a house, but he was not getting in the car. Excuse me. But he found out what he was supposed to do in just a moment. And we were going to drive over to the house plots. So someone did steal my house because I accidentally left the server. So I was just going to drive over to find another house spot because surely there's at least one open, right? That one wasn't taken either. I saw that the house plot next to the grocery store was open while I was editing, but I got too mad and just teleported to my house, which the house thing wasn't working either, which was equally as annoying, but it's okay, because we have the last 2 retired eggs, so we cannot let this get us down. But for some reason, while we were waiting for tasks, I decided to go on my propeller, and he did too, and it was just kind of silly because we were just jumping into the ceiling with the propellers, and then I stopped, and he was just like flying around everywhere, which was kind of silly. But we're done with that now, and I'll come back to you once they're ready. So there's actually about 2 tasks left, which is really exciting because they're almost ready to hatch. Literally just 1 more task. Like, that's so crazy that we've already basically hatched 100 retired eggs. And I'm so happy you guys have stayed up until now. thank you so much for watching. This actually means so much to me. I was just checking real quick if I was recording, and we just have to wait and see what the final tasks will be. I did go to my cats Arlo and Benjamin for good luck, because maybe they could be good luck charms. And now we're spinning around, waiting for the next tasks to appear. This is like, the suspense is just crazy. I do leave the house because I realized I never put more pets in my pet pen, and I was supposed to be raising some of them. Like, I was making a neon pup cake at the time, and I just completely forgot to put them in, but I kind of gave up halfway through because it was daytime. And so I saw that one of the final tasks was to bring them to the school. So that's exactly what I did. Instead of the other shorter tasks, I just decided to bring them to school. Because, you know what we could do? If we bring them to the school, as I say in the chat, they will learn to be legendaries. Both of them, trust me, please. Both of them will be legendary. Like, literally, come on. There's no way they can't be. I've gone this far with only one legendary. There's no way I'm not gonna get another one, right? There's no way. So as we were waiting in the school, I did realize it was getting heavily cramped. So I did just go to the back, because nobody was in the back, so it was just a little bit of more peace and quiet because the school tasks were almost done. I did decide to start jumping just to wait, but as my eggs were hatching, he had to teleport to me, so we didn't exactly get to see them, but yeah, look at my legendaries, like the legendary cat, legendary fennec fox, yeah. Beautiful legendaries, if I do say so myself. Yeah, totally. Let's just ignore the chat. Nope, those are legendaries. Yeah. So these were the final two pets. But thank you guys so much for watching both parts. If you did watch both parts, we're so happy. And I've hatched 100 retired eggs. So this was the only legendary we did end up getting, my unicorn. But it's still okay because I love the unicorn and she's gorgeous. But seriously though, thank you guys so much for watching both parts and being so supportive. I really do hope you guys have a great night, and thank you so much.